Hey guys, this will be the last part of this tutorial series. So first, open main activity. We have created server requests and get user callback in the last tutorial. So we will use it in our main activity, register activity and display info activity. So in the main activity, which is for the login purpose, here in login on login click method, after you fetch the username and password from the user, you have to authenticate the user. So first we will create a contact is equal to new contact, and here we'll pass the username and password entered by the user. After that we will authenticate the user. So we will check if that username and password pair exists in the database or not. So write authenticate contact. So we will create this method. We haven't created it yet. So write private void authenticate, and here we are passing contact object. So write contact. Now we will create server requests object because we are going to use that class to authenticate. Server request equals new server request, and we have to pass the context. So write this, or we can also write main activity dot this. After that write server request dot fetch data in background, and here we have to pass contact object and get user callback. So contact, and we have to create a new get user callback object. So as you can see, this done method which we created here in the interface gets inserted automatically. So that's why we create interface. So here in the done method, right, if we are getting this return contact object, so right, if return contact is equal to null. So if return contact is equal to null, it means that the password and username pair does not exist, or the that username is not registered yet. So we can show an error message. So for that we are going to use alert dialog. So write alert dialog dot builder equals new alert dialog dot builder, and here pass this for the context. If it is giving an error, so pass main activity dot this. Then write builder dot set message, and here you can write whatever message you want. I'll write username and password don't match or don't exist. Builder dot set positive button, and here we have to pass two things, character sequence and listener, on click listener. So we don't have to provide any on click listener, we'll write just the character sequence. So write OK, and for the on click listener write null, and then we have to show this alert dialog. So write builder dot show and else. So that means the return contact is not null, it is returning something back. So we have to log user in. So write local database dot, I think we haven't created a local database object here. So in the main activity, create an object. So write local database. So declare it here, and in the onCreate method, write local database equals new local database and pass the context. Now here write local database dot store data, and here we have to pass the returned contact. Then write local database dot set user logged in. So when you're logging in the user, we have created a boolean variable logged in. You can see it here. So we have to set, by default it is false, so we will make it true. So here pass true, and then after logging in the user, we have to start the display info activity. So write intent equals new intent main activity dot this for the context, and display info dot class, and then start the activity, and here pass the intent. So the main activity is done. Now we can move on to the register activity. So in the register activity, in the on register click method, we have to make some changes. We have to add some things. So here, after fetching all the data, we will create a contact variable object. We will declare it here, contact, and inside the, if password equals confirm password, then we will create the instantiated. So write contact equals new contact and pass name, email, username, and password in the same sequence. So name, email, then username, then password. Then again we have to store this data onto the database. So for that we have to create server request object. So write server request equals new server request and pass this for the context. Then again server request dot store data in background. In the main activity for the login activity, we used fetch data in background, and while registering the user, we have to store the data onto the database. So we will call store data in background method. So here pass contact, and again new get user callback. So here in the done method, we will start the login activity, that is main activity. So write intent equals new intent, and here register dot this and main activity dot class, and then start the activity, pass the intent. And in the else part, we have already done it. We are going to show a pop-up message that passwords don't match. Enter again. Then we have to modify display info class. So open it, and here we have to add one method. So first hit Alt, insert, and click on override methods, and here search on start. So hit OK. So this method will get inserted here. After the super.onStart statement, write if authenticate. We are going to create authenticate method here. So just write it. If authenticate brackets equals true, then display contact details. Again, we will create this method, and else we will start the main activity. So we will authenticate that if the user is logged in or not. We will check the logged in variable. If it is true, then we will display the contact details, else we will just start the main activity. So write intent equals new intent display info dot this comma main activity dot class. Hit Alt enter so that it gets imported, and start the activity and pass intent. So we have to create these two methods, authenticate and display contact details. So after the onStart method, write private void a boolean, because it is returning true or false. Boolean authenticate, and here write return local database dot get user logged in. Here also we haven't created an object of local database class, so create an object here, local database, just declare it here, and in the onCreate method instantiate it. So write local database equals new local database and pass this. So this error will be gone. So when you call a local database dot get user logged in, it will return true if the logged in variable is true, else it will return false. And we have to create display contact details method. So write private void display contact details, and it is just going to display the contact details. So the return type is void. Then we have to create a contact object. So write contact local database dot get logged in user. So it will get the information of the user which is currently logged in, and then here we have created these four text views. So we will set text. So we will get all the information about the currently logged in user, the name, email, username and password. So we will display it. So write tv name dot set text, and here write contact dot name. Similarly, we have to do it for email and username and password. So tv name dot set text contact dot email, tv username dot set text contact dot username, tv password dot set text contact dot password. So this is also done. All the errors are gone. Here in on logout click method, we will have to log out the user. So we will have to clear all the temporary data. So write local database dot clear data. We have created a method clear data, so we'll call it here, and then local database dot we have to make the logged in variable false because the user is logged out now. So write set user logged in and here pass false. And then we have to start the main activity again. So write intent equals new intent display info dot this comma main activity dot class, and then start the activity and pass this intent. So here in the server request.java file, go to this method store data in background and fetch data in background, and here we need to add a statement. So write new store data async task, and here pass contact and callback and write dot execute semicolon. And similarly we will write new fetch data async task pass contact and callback dot execute in the fetch data in background method. After that I'm just going to see if everything is correct. Here in the fetch data in background class in try catch block, here I have written name but it should be email here, so change it. Then after that here we are returning null but it should be returned contact, and I think I have created return contact here which should be outside the try block. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it here. So I'm declaring it outside the try block so that the error is gone from here. Okay, we need to initialize the variable return contact, so I'm just going to write equals null here. So the error is gone. Now we will run the application. So click on run button. I have already started the AVD. If you don't know how to create a custom AVD, then I'll put a link on the screen and also in the description box below. You can check the tutorial. And when it is starting, go to 000 webhost and log in and go to phpMyAdmin. Go to phpMyAdmin and here click on enter phpMyAdmin. Click on the contacts table, click on browse. So these are the temporary values that I created. We'll create one more account. So the app is started. There are 9 values here. So click on register here button and enter any value. I'm going to write just value at gmail.com. For username again value. For password I'll write value pass, and confirm password I'll write value pass 1, so we can see if it shows the error. Yeah, passwords don't match, enter again. So I'm just going to remove that one and click on register again. So it should open the main activity, that is the login activity, and it should add this account. So the main activity has started. Click on the browse button again so that it gets refreshed. So as you can see, it didn't get added here. So I just check the logcat if there are any errors. Unable to resolve host Tech Academy, no address associated with hostname. So if you get this error, that means that your internet is not working. There is something wrong with your internet. So make sure you are connected to the internet. So I'm just going to go to register here again and enter the same values. So the main activity is started, and I'm going to click on browse button to check if it got added or not. Yeah, there is a new account with ID 10, value name value and email value at gmail.com, username value uname, and password value pass. So I'm going to try to log in. So I'll just log in using value uname and value pass. Value uname, and for password value pass. I'll put 1 here to check if it is showing error message or not. Yeah, username and password don't match. Okay, remove that one and click on login button again. So yeah, it is showing the name, email, username, and password. Now click on logout button and it should open my main activity. So this is how it works. Everything is working. I hope you understood this tutorial. It was a very long tutorial and a little bit complicated. So I hope you understood everything. If you have any doubts or if you get some errors, then you can contact me. You can email me at techacademy8@gmail.com. And thank you for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Bye.